Hello and welcome to another update video about FET. FETCH.AI has moved to the top of their target box for wave 5. Wave 5 is pretty much overextended already. So we're going to take a look at the options that we have here. There is the white structure, which suggests a wave 1 to the upside here into the December highs, a wave 2 to the downside, which was shallow, and now basically a wave 3 to the upside unfolding. If wave 3 to the upside is unfolding, then it would do that as a 5-wave move, in which this one is wave 1, a wave 2 pullback, wave 3 to the upside, 4, 5. This is sort of what we should be watching for next. If this is what's happening, wave 3 here should reach the 1.38 extension that we talk about. Oh, I need to add it. $4.51 plus, but that's sort of the first ideal target. Of course, it could stretch higher. For example, 657 would be the level above that. So, is this a likely scenario that we form 5 nice waves to the upside? Well, as again, wave 1 is pretty much an extended one. It's basically really borderline. It's already a little bit too long for wave 1 of 3. So we might already be in the third of a third wave. So we can talk about that. Obviously, such a wave 1 of a larger third wave should finish at some point. If it gets too long, it indicates that we need to revise the assumption that we're already in the third of a third wave. So that means that we don't get any more deep pullbacks in this move up. There is a clear threshold normally, and that's already been broken, I think. It's the 78.6 extension level of the first wave 1. And this is, I think I mentioned that level in the last video, $1.75. Now we're hovering just below that. So we're fighting for that level. Okay, it's not a sustained break yet. So it might be we're already in the third. That, however, creates a problem, because if we are already in the third wave, it suggests that the count is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's the case, wave 1 of 3 is a 3-wave move. We had a shallow wave 2 in our support zone, however. So it was a great setup. And then we're already in the third wave. But because wave 1 would be a 3-wave move, we're likely just dealing with a larger ABC structure. Okay. Why is that? Because a C wave can be a diagonal. If the wave 1 is a 3-wave move, it means that, you know, we probably have to be in a C wave, because a third wave cannot be a diagonal. That might be a little bit of, you know, too much info for some of you. I understand that, but these nuances are quite important. Essentially what it means is, to keep it simple, you don't need to understand all this, to be honest. In detail, you can if you want to. Then obviously for anybody who's new, it might be a little bit difficult with Elliott wave to understand those nuances. However, it means if we continue to push higher from here without this wave 2 pullback in circle wave 2, it might be that we are already, in the third of a third wave, and we move up more directly and would probably trigger. And now we talk about the next target then in this scenario. Assuming then it would be the yellow count, we talk about the levels between $2.50 and $4.59. As a key. So there are 3 levels then that will be relevant: 250, 365, 459 for the yellow scenario. Okay. In the very short term, it means both scenarios are bullish. It's just that this would be the ideal spot to start circle wave 2. Not going to give you a support zone for circle wave 2 because we don't have a top in place yet. No confirmed top. If it pushes higher, I just gave you some levels to watch, okay? So you see how it's respecting these Fibonacci levels that I confirmed and communicated to you. But yeah, it's just consolidating on a very, very high level. It's interesting. It also looks like this last move up looks a bit like a 5-wave move. So it would be the ideal spot to start this wave 2 pullback. Again, it's already a little bit overextended, but it should really do it now, or we are already in the third of a third wave. Again, both scenarios bullish. Just in the white count, there might be a little bit more of a deeper pullback, okay? Once we see evidence for a top in place, I will confirm to you the next support area for Circle Wave 2. That's my update about Fetch. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.